Okay, so today's set was on a client, and I have to tell you, I loved this one. Because the combination she chose, not something you see every day, but it worked so well. Let me take you with me as I create this nail set. So she came in with her previous set, and it was actually still really pretty. She had these Aristocat Marie nails, super cute, very detailed, still in good shape, but her index finger was chipped a little bit. And how that goes, once one nail is off, the whole set just doesn't feel the same anymore. So she was, yeah, let's just do a new set. So I started removing the old design with my e-file, taking down carefully, really focusing on removing the bulk first without putting too much pressure on the natural nail. I always like to work in a controlled way, just slowly reducing the product layer by layer, back to a clean base. And honestly, I always like this part. It's like a reset moment. You're literally removing the old set, making space for something completely new. Old set off, ready for something completely new. And I always make sure everything is nice and even at this stage, so I have the perfect base to work on for the next steps. Moving on to the cuticles, I'm using my bit to thoroughly clean the area and remove any excess skin. This step is non-negotiable if you want your set to look professional. I always prioritize precision over speed here to ensure the cleanest possible application. After my bit, I always grab a hand file for a final shape-up. This is my secret to getting those edges extra sharp. I'm just smoothing everything out and making sure the symmetry is spot on. It only takes a minute, but it makes such a huge difference in the final look. Next, I took my cuticle nippers to carefully trim away any remaining excess skin. My goal here is to keep it very minimal, just enough to create that flawless, ultra-neat finish. At this point, looking at the prep, I already knew. This set is going to be incredible. Next up, a little alcohol shower to prep the nails. Cleaning off the dust is key for a long-lasting set, so don't skip this part. Then I'm layering on my Inveray prep and base to create the ultimate base. And voila, our flawless canvas is officially ready for the fun part, the building. I'm starting with the index finger using a dual form. Honestly, this is my absolute favorite shortcut. It's hands down the easiest and fastest way for me to get that perfect length and shape. It's such a game changer if you want to save time without sacrificing the look. To lock everything in place, I'm giving it a quick flash cure first. This is my go-to technique to secure the dual form so it doesn't budge. After that, it's ready for the big lamp to finish the polymerization process. This definitely makes the whole building process much more controlled. Since the rest of the nails already have a great length, I only needed to extend the index finger, because it was a bit shorter than the rest. Now that that's fixed, I'm moving on to building the apex on the other nails. I'll show you a few more so you can see the flow, but I'm gonna let the music take over for a bit. Enjoy the vibes. So, now that's out of the way, I'm going to get it to the perfect length. Then I'll just refine the shape until it's super smooth and looks exactly how I want it. Next, I'm just going in with a mini sanding band to refine the shape. I'm using a 240 grit because it's so gentle. It gives that lovely smooth finish without being too harsh. Look how pretty that's starting to look. I already hand filed the top to get that super sharp, crisp look. Honestly, it makes such a difference. I'm just going in my 200 grit mini sanding band to smooth everything out, flawless finish. Now, I'm giving the hands a good spray with 80% alcohol. This is just to disinfect everything and get rid of all that dust, so we have a perfectly clean surface to work on. And now for the best part. I'm going in with this gorgeous color called Amber Snow from Madame Glam to create a classic French look. It's such a dreamy shade, right? Oh, and if you're loving this color as much as I am, I have a little treat for you. You can use my code BEPPY35 to get 35% off your order. Definitely grab it while you can. Stick around until the end, because we're not stopping at the French. I've got some super cute nail art coming up that you definitely don't want to miss. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget that like button. It really helps my channel. And if you want to see more of these fun tutorials, subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a set. I'd love to have you here. If there's anything you're curious about, definitely ask away in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Now for the fun part. I'm moving on to the nail art, and I'm using this amazing palette from Miss Pingnail. It has everything I need. Oh, and I have a little gift for you. You can use my code BEPPY for 10% off your order. I'll make sure to put the link to their website in the description below, so you can check it out. Now that the spots are down, I'm going in with some black on them. This is where the magic happens and we get that real cheetah look. It's all in the details. And for the final touch, I'm adding these teeny tiny cherries. I'm using red for the base, green for the stems, and a tiny white for that perfect shine. Look how mini they are, honestly. They're almost too cute to handle. Finishing off with Inveray's Top Gloss from Beauty by Wen for that ultimate glow. It's the perfect end to this set. What do you guys think of the final look? I always like to go back in and file from the bottom too. It really tightens up the shape and gives that super crisp, professional look we're going for. To finish off this look, I'm applying the Gaia Cuticle Oil from Inveray to keep everything hydrated and healthy. And for the ultimate finishing touch, a quick spritz of this nail mist hand and nail perfume. It smells absolutely and feels caring on the skin. I'm obsessed. Enjoy the final result, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!